How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery, and today I'm going to be talking about quitting drinking for relationship reasons. You have to ask yourself, how can you give the most to your relationships when you're drinking? How can you be sociable? Everybody always says, it's a very sociable thing. People drink for sociable reasons. But if you think about drinking, heavy drinking, or any addiction, it's a very inward-looking thing. It's a very selfish thing. People drink for their own reasons. When people drink, whatever reason, it's all about altering your perceptions. It's about trying to get yourself into another state of mind. People talk about alcohol being sociable, but if you've ever spent any time when you haven't been drinking with somebody who is drinking, you'll see that it's not very sociable at all. It's all about them. It's about how drunk they are, or how sober they are, and how much they want another drink, and what they think, and how much they love you. Very selfish thing. In terms of relationships, I think there's a love-hate relationship with alcohol. I think anyone who's been drinking alcohol for a long time realizes that at the end of the day, there's just not something that's just not right about the way we're drinking. The problems that it's causing in our lives and in our relationships, and even the people who are the closest to us won't actually come out and, for the most part, won't come out and tell you directly that they think that your drinking habit has got a bit out of control. But they will tell you with their emotions. I think human beings are very, very good at reading each other's emotions, reading body language, reading facial expressions, reading tone of voice. I'm not sure there's been a few people talking about this over the years, and we've only been using the spoken language for a very short space of time in evolutionary terms, relatively speaking, and even now we only communicate. There's different views on this, but between 7% and 35% are the figures that some people have put on the amounts that we communicate through words. The rest of it is through just a gut feel for how a person is looking, what you think just by looking at a person, the feelings that you're getting off them. So we pick up a lot of these non-verbal signals that people are concerned about our drinking. And I think that sort of affects the whole relationship thing. And even when we stop drinking, it does change. Your view of other people and people's views of you, it changes gradually, People generally take a long time. Even your closest allies, your closest friends and your closest family will take a long time before they change your opinion of you, before they lose their suspicions, especially if they've heard it all before. Let's face it, the drunks are not the most honest people around. I've lied my arse off because of drink. I've lied about the length of time that I've been drinking. I've lied about the amount I've drank in a session, even to myself. I've lied about whether I'm going to go out drinking or not that day. Just lied about everything. It's almost like you're having an affair. It's the same sort of a thing where you sort of got to keep tabs on yourself, and it's impossible to do. It's just a nasty, bad way of living. But the great thing is that, people do start to trust you again. And for me personally, it was a lot of the time it's been, when people stop asking me, are you drinking tonight? Are you going to be drinking when we're away? Or are you going to go back drinking at Christmas? I was asked this 6 months ago. And and then people just tend to assume that you're part of the non-drinking crowd. You're not going to drink, and that's when I think you really start getting your trust back, and you stop being the drunk and the person who is going to get drunk, and the person who's, I don't know what people's views of me were. I couldn't tell you, but now I'm not that person anymore. I'm a dad. Again, first and foremost, I'm a partner. I'm a brother. I'm a son. I'm a friend. And I'm all those things now. Instead of being the drunk. So I love that. I think everyone should remember also that, a relationship is between two people. Regardless of, even if it's a big group, I know there's a group dynamic about how everyone sort of gets on with each other, but the group dynamic still comes down to individual relationships within the group, individual relationships between two people within the group. So it's your relationship with the other person, it's how you get on with them and how they get on with you, and the interaction and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is that you can't be responsible for anyone else, and that's regardless of who that person is. Even if it's your kids, they have their own thoughts, they have their own feelings, and that's just the way it is. So it boils down to you being the best person that you can be for yourself, not for anyone else. And if you're on the path of being the best person that you want to be, then that's surely going to improve your relationships. And if people have got a problem with that, then it's their problem. It's not yours. You can only do your best. At the end of the day, when you do quit drinking, you have more time on your hands. You have more brain capacity. You can think more about your relationships and how you can improve them from your side. What you can do to make your relationships with other people better. That's your angle. That's what is your responsibility to do. Nothing else. It's you who can redefine who you are, and only you who can redefine who you are. Like I say, I'm now the father I want to be. I'm the brother I want to be, and the son I want to be. I'm the person I want to be. And if that's not good enough for other people, then like I say, it's their problem. It's not mine. That's the only way that I think you can live your life and be sane, because you never know what other people want, and what other people want could change from 1 minute to the next minute. So, you're busy trying to become this person that you think somebody else wants you to become, that you presume, and you don't even know if that's true or not, and it could be just a whim on their part, and then they change the way they view you, and you have to start all over again. That's no way to live. So you live for yourself, you try and make yourself the best person that you can be, and that's it, period. So if you have any questions on that, give us a shout. Go over and sign up for the subscription on the website. It's over on the right hand side of the page. Just leave your name and email address. It's absolutely free. It's a weekly thing, and until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.